Let's see, is there anything else to do? I guess we can just kind of keep exploring the Citadel. I think we've been everywhere on this section. So we can just, that's why we stood in front of the rapid transit, so we could go somewhere else. Let's go to the Presidium. Boom.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
Counselor Udina isn't available, but as his top advisor, I speak with his full authority and approval. Shepard will be here and...
His top advisor,
Oh,
huh?
Commander. We were just talking about you.
Hey, good to see you, old friend.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
Sir.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
Yeah, you mean Sovereign's Geth. It's not Saren. That's the issue.
Saren wasn't the one commanding the Geth. It was the Reaper, Sovereign.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting
I
in
saved
dark
these
space.
fools.
We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Okay, dude.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
Okay.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Oh my god.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram
I
on
know,
Ilos is no
Caldwell, I
longer
know.
functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
Saren. Keith David. Known as themselves and not their character. Yes, the bird race. The bird race, Vicious. They love worms. So you won't help me.
I guess I'm on my own.
Clearly, Caldwell,
Again.
clearly.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. If Counselor Udina were here, he wouldn't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise, not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
Reinstatement.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
Okay.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
I guess that's all I can ask.
I accept your offer.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Yeah, there's no need to burn bridges, though.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus system.
Yeah,
Anderson,
right. Oh,
we
jeez.
need to talk about... Shepard,
Whoa.
what are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You went to the Council behind my back. Do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
Relax, it was fine.
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you still had no right to do this without my knowledge. Maybe it's time the Alliance found me a new advisor.
Shepard.
Anderson took an impossible situation and turned it into a win for both sides.
You can say you knew all along,
Well,
or you can explain to the Alliance how you want to replace me for doing your job.
You don't leave me much choice, but I know this game. I'll tell the other counselors I'm on board.
yeah, go steal the credit. Bye.
So long, Counselor. Maybe we'll meet again sometime.
I think it would be best if I kept my distance. Strictly for appearances, of course.
Okay.
What an ass. As bad as Udina was before, he's 10 times worse now that he's part of the Council. Better him than me, though. And he's done a good job promoting Alliance interests with the Citadel.
You haven't forgotten how you got here. The rest of them, they're buried in procedure.
Some of that is necessary.
Man, Shepard's
This place,
jacked.
the scale of it, doesn't hit you even when you're standing in it. But crack the files on interspecies relations, there's no end. We don't need an outside threat, Shepard. The balance here seems like it's fragile enough.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
Yeah, they need to fix things so that they can summon the Reapers again.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces have been rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What happened to Staff Lieutenant Olenko after the Normandy was destroyed?
Staff Commander Olenko is still with the Alliance. But he's working on a special mission.
He's
It's
he's
classified.
Admiral.
I can't say any more.
Admiral
Not
Anderson.
while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
I don't know if he's technically retired though or not, because he's like the counselors. He's like Udina's advisor now, so I don't know if he's still technically an admiral. But
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Working for Udina isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Working for Udina isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
yeah, I think Vicious. I think in the first one, like as soon as Shepard becomes the commander of the Normandy, Anderson like steps down and like becomes like an admiral for the Alliance in like the first game. That's like towards the beginning of the first game, I think. But I think they just call him Admiral Anderson now, even though I think he's just an advisor now. I think he's not an admiral anymore per se, but I'm not really sure.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand.
I should go.
I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just
Oh, elbow him in the face.
do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Fair. Spectre armors and tank top unlocked. Let's go.
Something I can do for you, Shepard? My door is always open.
Okay. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? When will my reflection show? That's not how it goes. Doors in 17 months.
17 months.
Happy 17 months, my friend. Thank you, dude. God, months go by so freaking fast. I feel like you just subbed like last week.
Has generated a swift but
Thank you,
confused
man.
response. Aid vessels have been sent, but it is not clear whether there are survivors. The council offered its sympathy, but regretted
It might
that
be
it could
vicious, I'm not
become
sure.
involved in a purely human matter.
But like he like stepped down as commander of the Normandy and like Shepard took over. And I don't know if he like I don't remember if he like retired or if it was or if he like got moved up to admiral in that moment. I thought he got like moved up to admiral. Almost a year and a half. Bruv. Nearly there. Okay, this is where we already explored, so let's go to Zakara 27. Oh. So this is just like the upper floor. Okay, this is where the Krogans were. This takes us... Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Zakara 28? There's like 3 stories to this area. I think we've been everywhere though.
I love that game. It's based on
I think we've
Turian
done everything on the
mythology,
Citadel
but it's
now.
really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now.
So we'll just go ahead and head to the dock. Just go up to the dock. What goes to the ward? Oh, let's go. Hey, just do that. And the Alliance who never became a captain. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Admiral because that's what it says before in front of his name. But I mean, I guess that could have been an oversight. I feel like that'd be a pretty big one, though. After all that,
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yes. Thank you again from Samesh Bhatia. Mr. Udina offered to pass on a message for me. I wish to again express my thanks for your assistance in retrieving my wife's body. While nothing can ever banish the pain of losing Nerali, being able to see that her body was treated properly helped me more than you can imagine. I opened the restaurant that my wife always wished to start back on Earth. Nerali's picture hangs on the wall, and Alliance soldiers eat for free. It is the least I can do to honor the courage with which both you and my wife have served humanity. Sincerely, Samesh Bhatia. Cool. Yeah, I think he does, Pilot. That's what I mean. It's like when he steps down, I feel like as soon as Shepard takes over the Normandy, Anderson gets like promoted to Admiral. It was like there was like a little power swap or like rank swap, not swap, but shift. It's like right at the beginning, right when you first take over, like right after you become a Spectre and right when you are first getting on to the Normandy. You're like talking to Admiral and Udina outside the Normandy before you get on it for the first time. But I'm not sure. Title: You're not dead, Emily Wong. You're alive? How come you broke whatever cover you've been under for 2 years but didn't offer an exclusive interview to your favorite reporter? Whenever you come up for air, we are ready to talk. Let me know. Emily Wong. I guess I gotta go find Emily. I'm sure she's back on the Citadel. Oh, geez. Okay. I don't know. 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 I Garrus blames himself. He took every shot fired at his squads as a failure on his part. It was clear when he sent me the message about my husband that he thinks it was his fault. My husband would never have wanted that. He was proud of the work he did on Garrus' squad. He was taking back Omega from the gangs. He died fighting with honor. I miss him. God, I'd give anything to get him back. But whatever happened there wasn't Garrus' fault. You're his commander now. Please, if you can, help him stop blaming himself, and please tell him that I sent you this. Let's go talk to Garrus. I think that's probably pretty important. Where is he hiding? Cruise quarters. Jump the gun a bit in the rework. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if that's true. I could have swore he was like promoted though. Like right as Shepard becomes the commander of the Normandy. Yeah, so he was a captain, and then in this game he's a Citadel counselor. He's like an advisor, and then the third one he's admiral. Yeah, it seems like they jumped the gun. They kind of like dropped a spoiler in there that he's gonna become admiral. But I could have sworn I remember Shepard calling him that as well in the first one, or like Udina being like admiral, because Udina says admiral so crispily.
That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
That's pretty cool.
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. KG used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal. The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose.
Classic.
It wasn't until I met KG that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
No.
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security.
Yeah, she's cool so far.
KG dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last.
Hey, set the mood. What's going on in there? I wanna get in there. Here we go again. Yeah, I like her better than Zaid. Zaid, he's like fine, but he's just kind of stock. Kasumi's she's got some more quirks, or she's kind of like your standard assassin kind of vibes, looks wise, but she's got like her being interested in books and stuff like that. She's more human. I don't know.
That painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, the painting was gone. On the way out, I saw it being hauled off by another thief. I chased him down, tackled him, and took the painting. That's how KG and I met. We never did turn it into our employers.
Drink it. I want the red one. Ooh. He already looks like he regrets it. Ooh. No. We're good. Eh.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all.
Yee. This is my favorite addiction on the Citadel. Okay. Where is Garrus at? He's at like the back over here, right? Hmm? What? Yeah? What do you just notice?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
He said it.
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
We want that.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the
My current upgrades are working pretty well. That's about the best I can do.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel towards him. It's just kind of like, it's not very interesting. He's cool, but eh. Do you want to talk after?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrett.
I like Zaid, but he's just not like the most interesting. Like, he doesn't have all that much like depth to his character. He's just like, he is what he is, which is fine, which is cool.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo.
Ooh.
Here, try a bite.
Calamari gumbo. The smile.
Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
Yo, experience for eating some...
How can I help you, Commander?
Do you have everything
Absolutely. Since you set up my kitchen with proper supplies,
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, definitely do that, Vicious. We've already done our shtick
Commander,
with...
I very much enjoyed sharing that ice brandy with you. But I hope I wasn't too unprofessional. Brandy goes straight to my head.
It's nice to see you let your hair down.
Guess I hadn't realized how much those feelings needed airing. But I didn't give you much of a chance to vent. So tell me now. What do you think?
Everyone's depending on us. We won't let them down.
They just don't make them like you anymore, Shepard. Well, promise me we'll share a bottle every year. The next one is on me.
Dude, Chakwas is the best. She's such a vibe.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you
She's
later.
doing her job. She loves her job. She doesn't look forward to the day of like not being able to do her job. She's cool. Seemed like Garrus, like Shepard didn't want to tell Garrus about that email. He's like, nah, I'm gonna keep that to myself. Yeah. She's pretty sick. She's pretty sick. So we want to go... I think I'd like to do some of these side quest things before... we'll do the Kasumi stuff. We'll get started on it. So we need to head to Beckenstein. Beckenstein. Botsman. We. I'll scan everything first.
Probe away. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of supplies from... I hate that. Oh, that's cool, Vicious. So they'd had like even more history. That's cool. I just didn't like the idea of like stock, like war hero. I liked the idea of Shepard having some like some trauma, some more reason for him doing what he's doing. What is this?
Launching probe.
Whatever this planet is, it better be rich. What?
Launching probe.
More element 0. Wop, 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 wop. Okay. Been everywhere except here. Scan though. Depleted. I don't believe you. Some stuff. Land. Wop 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 wop. I think we're kind of sticking with this. Don't think I've gotten anything that I'd want to change it for. Okay. Well, I definitely want her to have overload. She's not loyal. Cloak can sneak behind a target to deliver a devastating blow. Reduces the cooldown if the target is killed by the power. Ooh. I like the rapid shadow strike. I might be bringing Kasumi. She might be on my A team, man. This sounds cool.